Hello everyone and welcome on yet another devs and holders meeting. I'm Nick and with me today, as usual, is Bartek, who is our dev manager, and Mr. Oruwash, who is also doing a lot of stuff, including social medias and everything that's behind the project. Welcome, guys.
Everyone.
Hi, everyone.
So first thing we would like to share with you is, well, the incoming news shortly, which is the list, the number of active users, active accounts, which is going up just two more to 1,500, 1,500 people. Just two users left, and we are about to yet celebrate another day and another victory. But about victories, we are going to share with you something different, which is the pitch deck for the BigShortBets, and it's ready here in English.
Yes, exactly. So today we're going to show you the pitch deck, the very expected one. There is a lot of information in it. There's described the existing problems that we're dealing with and how the BigShortBets.com is going to be solution for that. What is more, we describe it the main three parts of our project, which is the private, decentralized, and anonymous app, the social market of information, and the futurist trading platform. Besides that, obviously, there is details about our BigShortBets token and the full tokenomics and investment rounds. The next thing is the roadmap and description of the team. There is a lot of things in there. It's going to land today on our socials. I make sure that it's going to be presented to you. It's in both English and Polish for our Polish investors as well. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool and it looks really, really good as well.
It's well designed and it's kind of smooth to watch it. And I've been reading this in Polish though. It's first time I see it in English, but it looks very, very nice though.
Yes, so we have a really good artist which backs up our visual side. He designed both our site, and yeah, I thought that it would be the best idea if I will give the design part to his hands, because yeah, as you can see, it looks pretty good. And yeah, today will be the time when you will be able to get to know what is inside of it. I think there's a pretty much information. The white paper is on the go. I'm currently working on it, but this takes much more time because as you know, the white paper is much more detailed, and some of the problems, some of the solutions, we are still seeking from them. So yeah, that's why it takes time to prepare that. But yeah, today I'm gonna land it. Just probably after live, it's gonna be available for you to watch and to see. And obviously, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about it on our socials? If you like it or not, you can give it a call.
Yeah, let us know.
We'll share it.
Not only in the comments, but let us know on the platform itself, which is still growing. As we mentioned, it's still growing community. Incoming 1,500 new people, active users right here, going up. Another thing, if you're already here, you might want to also be up to date on BigShortBets Twitter page, which is available for everyone for free right here on Twitter. There is also a brief instruction on how to join. Well, if you want to be number 1,500, just two left. There you have it, the instruction and a pitch deck if you want to know everything about the platform, about the idea, and well, any questions, frequently asked questions. It's all right here. It's all right there.
Yeah, but I think that it's good to mention that it's not only well designed, right? There is a lot of useful information, and I just have this chance to read it, and it explains a lot. Can show you our mission, our goal, and the road, the way how, I mean, where we want to be in the future, right? But like Maciej mentioned, the world paper is more complicated because if you, for example, if you look for other projects, for example, in the crypto market, for example, it's only the, let's say, futures white paper can be standalone. I mean, our market can be the standalone white paper. So right now we have something like 4 free white papers to write and then one white paper. So there's a lot of work to do. Of course, we need to make sure that it is understandable. It's technically, in the technical point of view, is to as well enough detailed for everybody. So yeah, this is why it took so time. And as well, at the same time, we need to develop the platform.
Okay, we're back. So, Mr. Orwash, anything else about?
Oh, yes. Yes, I have one important thing. We are currently working on the movies from the conference. So I think at the end of this week, those videos from the conference, both the every part of it, there's 3 parts in Polish language. It's going to land on our YouTube for our Polish community to take a look, because there was a lot of comments that those devs and hodlers are in English language. So for some of them might be hard to understood. So that's why we prepared all-in-one solution for our Polish community. And yeah, so those videos should be up and running. I think could be tomorrow, but the safe bet will be at the end of the week. It's gonna be all in there. I'm gonna post the information on the socials as well, so everyone, for our Polish friends, Polish investors, could watch it and see what's going on.
Yeah, because just last month, if you didn't know, there was a meeting in Warsaw, Poland, a live meeting of the BigShortBets community, which was obviously a meeting with devs, with their team, with the people behind it. You can read more about the team in the pitch deck. There is an entire team right here, as you can see, including Bartek and including Mr. Orwash as well. And it was a meeting basically where Bartek was speaking most of the time about the project. And yeah, it's in Polish basically, so it's coming up right to you on the YouTube page of BigShortBets. So stay tuned about that.
Exactly. And as you can see that on the 3rd page of the team, there's some free spaces. And from this thing, I want to share with you that there's some free space in BigShortBets.com. So if you want to join our team, feel free to send your resume to the email is available on our site. On the top of, if you click team, there's a big button that we are hiring, and you can see that there is the you can click it. As you can see, core team at BigShortBets.com. So this is the email that you should use. And if you think that you will be useful for us, just feel free to send the resume. And another thing, was there are blank spots of it, because some of the team members are unfortunately anonymous, and we can't post it there because, as you can see, we are working on a pretty neat stuff, and not all the team members wants to show up on our team catalog. So that is why there are
It's
some
good
blank
to mention
spaces.
that it's not only about they are happy that they can work with us in our project, but for example, they are strongly connected with, for example, some companies, or maybe the markets of, for example, big tech companies. And sometimes it's hard for you to be fight for freedom for everybody and works for a corporation, right? So this is why we need to make sure that they are safe and they can, anonymously fight for our rights, but let's say make money with the corporations, right? So this is the way how we need to approach that situation.
But still, if you want to be anonymous, you will be anonymous if you join the platform itself. Which, we would love you to come, because there's some news coming up and a lot of plans about the platform itself, which we're gonna talk about in a little while. So yeah, if you want to be anonymous, maybe you don't know. Maybe few people who are on the platform are basically us or Bartek or Mr. Orwosh, basically. I have my account myself on the platform, though I'm not really anonymous right there because I have my one account which includes my picture, but you don't know, maybe I have another one which is fully anonymous, right? So this is
Yeah.
like one of the goals. You can make multiple accounts, and as we said, we are heading toward the 1,500 active users just right on the corner. So another thing to celebrate. And I heard, guys, that there is going to be one of the another meeting coming up sometime soon, right? For devs and holders in Poland, real life, right?
Exactly. It's coming on but I don't want to announce the date
Sure.
yet because
If you
we
want
are
to be
not pretty
stay
sure
tuned,
about it, but yeah.
If you want to be stay tuned, just watch our live streams and you'll be up to date on everything.
Exactly. All right, guys, that's it from me right now. I think Bartek is gonna further brief you with our app for the app sharing, but I have really important meeting to go right now. So thank you for watching the pitch deck part. You can expect the pitch deck to land on our social today. So yeah, thank you very much. That was all from our side. And yeah, thank you and have a good one the rest of the stream. Take care.
Take care, guys. Okay, Bartek.
Yeah.
So I hear you've been very busy lately.
Yeah,
Let me
it's
the screen.
of course. So yeah, it was quite hard time for us. There was just a lot of small things that we need to prepare. You know, the coin is coming, right? So we need to make sure that everything is safe and secured. So maybe there is a lot of, let's say, pretty things new in our application, but everything, it's a lot of what's going on in the back. We prepared, for example, the option how we can fight, for example, with unwanted content on application as well. We prepared something that will help you, and I think we will start with something useful. And this is the question. Much you don't have the time to present it, but I will help you with that, guys.
Okay.
Maybe you just realized that there is new button. Let me just share my screen quickly.
Sure.
Yeah. So there is a new button. Yeah, sure.
It's coming right to you. Yep. Yes.
Yeah, guys. Okay. It's quite small on I see,
I'm
but
doing it.
I think it's
I'm doing it live stream. Don't worry.
yeah, sure.
It's getting bigger
Um,
now. Here we go.
okay, guys. So like you can see, there is every base has have all the new icons, and you can just assume by the shape that it's a sharing button, right? And we prepared something that it's called Big SBIO page, and it allows you, for example, to copy paste that because of course we are on the Tor net, right? So it's hard to, let's say, for example, share with your friends information about any details that we posted on our platform, right? But we just ask ourselves, maybe it's a good option to give you, let's say, the platform that you can just quickly change the view. I will change the window right now to the Chrome browser. Yeah. So it should be something like that. You can see that this is the normal page that you can enter. You can just share that on a Facebook, on a Twitter. And why we create that? Because if you see that there is a lot of baits going on here, let me just quickly change to the English. And of course, this allows you to, let's say, scroll the platform to encourage people to look on inside a little bit to our platform. But like you can see, there is only few information, right? Without any photos, any graphs or so on. If you click see more or something, it's something like that will happen. The instruction how to join the application, right? And the same thing will happen if you copy paste the link that I just few seconds ago, just copied from
Mhm.
our application. It allows you to share the one specific bait that you choose to everybody, right? And this is the question that maybe somebody can ask Bartek. Maybe it's reduce our safety and security of the application. And I say no, because we prepared that in this way that our main application is separate. Sorry, it's the separate part, separate server of that, and there is no connection with that directly. So this application doesn't know where the main server is. The main server is just the putting information, but without, let's say, without showing where the server is. So this is first of all, if somebody will hack this, the data, or maybe somebody will store the data from here. For example, the web scraping is the process that you can just collect the data from websites. But you can see that, for example, if the bait has, I don't know, 10,000 signs, you
Mhm.
only have 30 signs over here, and the rest of this is not visible and not available here. And this is the separate database. So if something will bad happen with this application, or if I don't know, somebody try to, I don't know, steal this information, there is no option that it will get access to main application. As well, you can see we changing your logins, we changing some of the information to, let's say, messing up a little bit with somebody who will try to use that platform. But why we did that? Because you as a user is, as an investors, I probably think, because I feel like that, you want to share what project you believe, what project, the nice project is developed right now. And only using the Tor links, it's it's so hard to share information about the platform. So
Mhm.
we create that, let's say, a prototype, not the prototype, but let's say the landing page, what this looks like, the application, right? There is some of the true information, like bait ups and down, numbers of comments, and so on. The few things about the topic, but if you click and you want to do something, like always, you receive the information. And thanks that if you share information like that, for example, you see that something can be useful, right? You can share that, and you'll help the community to get to gain new users, right, to new accounts. So this is why we
Yes.
create that. I think that is a great idea, and we just prepared that like this way. And yeah, and I think that I very like our uh, website, and sorry, the URL, because it's quite short and easy to remember, because it's the name of the token.io. So it's so great, so short and easy to remember.
Okay, so one more time. If I post one of the baits, let's say in a Facebook group,
Yeah.
if somebody sees it and click it, what they're gonna see? They're gonna see the whole like
This
a
is a very good question. So we only
yeah.
posted here the baits, they are public. So
Okay.
anything what's going on in your private groups, anything that's going on, of course, in your messages and the chats and so on, in the comment sections in group, it won't be available here, and there is no option to get access to that. In of course, by Tor, using the main application Tor. In that case, of course, you
Mhm.
will get access, right? But here we only have few information copied from the public baits to, let's say, encouraging people. This is
So
like,
it's like a kind
let's
of
say,
a teaser, right? Like
yeah, teaser, like a starter, right, in the
okay.
restaurant. We want to give you not much, but a little bit
So if someone
to,
would like to see the entire bait, or post, if you use
yeah,
the like the Facebook nomenclature, they're gonna see like just a few words, letters, whatever,
yeah.
like not all of it. And if they'd like to see it, to read it, they have to basically connect to BigShortBets, their wallet, like MetaMask wallet, and just basically register and log in into the BigShortBets platform, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
So yeah, and I
all
think that,
right.
so this is why the part that we as the developers try to give you all needed tools to help us to to build the community, to share
Yes,
with
yes.
everybody the good news and so on. And yeah, so right now I'm encouraging you to try to to use that, to share some information, spread the word about the platform around the social media.
Yeah,
And
if you see any kind of interesting baits just within the platform, Yeah, just share it somewhere.
And of course, tag our Twitter account, right?
Oh yeah, we post few things on the Twitter page. Most of the interesting these at oh okay. So here is the instruction on how to join, but just a week ago we had some interesting baits and conversations posted. Yeah, right here on our Twitter page. Yeah, but you can make a screenshot, right? Just like what we did, and just share the screenshot from the platform.
Yeah, but right now you can just make a teaser, right? Like use the teaser or maybe
Just to
make a
link
screenshot.
it. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the example here right here of a screenshot though, but you'll be able to link the baits outside. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, so yeah, you can choose whether it's private or public. So if somebody clicks the bait which is linked, they will only see few things, but they will not see the entire thing. But will they see like the comment section? Will be available for
No,
everyone
no,
to
no.
see?
Right
No.
now I'm on
Okay.
Tor browser to make to show next pages, but there is only thing that after the posting that link, you
Mm-hmm.
should be able to see the title, the
Sure.
hashtags, the changed let's say login, right? It will be the always the
Or the
random
nickname.
string,
Yeah.
the nickname, we want to randomize that to don't share your. Maybe it will we change it in the future if you say that you want to be famous if somebody,
Yeah,
but we will
it
see.
basically depends of what the
Yeah,
community wants. Sure.
the only 30 signs of the description. So if it's a long
Okay.
description, then and the any attachments, right? The files or anything like that will be removed from that
Okay.
debates in the public debates. And of course, we will share the same information about debates up and comment. But if you click on that as well, you will receive the information that if you want to see a comment section, if you want to add your bait reaction, you need to get log into the application to get access to this section. And it's
Okay.
happened like that, right? So yeah, I think it's fine, great thing. And yeah, as well, based on your request, there is
Mm-hmm.
new tab for people who has more than one group. There is a new tab that you can only just look on your groups then you are owning. The owner
Oh,
is
if
your
you're the moderator or
yeah
the administrator of the group or
yeah
the owner of the group.
the
Okay.
owner. I mean the owner because then you can
Okay.
moderate people. Yeah, uh, but we will probably change a little bit this
Mm-hmm.
view in the future. But I know that it was so important that we just make a first version of that view, right? The way, and I think it will help you out to find your group.
Yeah,
And
sure.
as well, we work a little bit on, like we mentioned in the previous live, but right now we start changing a little bit our logging process because we are preparing that for checking the coin and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So this is hard to show that, but right now, if you maybe remember, there is still a condition that you need to have any transaction on your account to get access to the application.
Mm-hmm.
As well, we changed a bit small, let's say, features, the small issues and gaps in our code. As well as it's hard to show that, but we need to spend this week on that because it will
Yeah,
be
sure.
too, let's say, too hard for us to bug this in the future. So we just spend this time to, let's say, maintain it a little bit this code and to
Of
help us
course.
to speed up our coding in the future, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I can just say you that, for example, right now uh, I think that's right now we are working on like I said, the design part of the market is going. We are finishing the DApp application for climbing the coins. As well, we are adding the DApp application. It will be here to deposit and withdraw the coins from platform. We are preparing the paid baits, so it will be the baits that you can just pay the coins and get access to the information. And of course, they will be encrypted data, right? And you will receive the key to encrypt this bait. So it will be big button here, and you click that. If you pay, the coins will be in a MetaMask, right? You will send them to the author, and then you will receive the special key. And this key is we can just simply say that it's like a password that is allows you to encrypt the data that you received and so on. So yeah, and you can see that all this is going on, but this is not something obvious and something easy to implement. We spend a lot of hours right now. It's cool, and we sleep so little, but I'm quite happy, and we are doing that because this is one of the things reasons why we joined this project, because we are looking for a hard task to do, right? The hard code to to develop, and so this is why we are quite happy. But it's as well as the hardest part of our application right now, because we need to make sure that the encryption is unbreakable, right? Because if we'll mess up something, then the trust we can strongly decrease the trust that you gave us, right? So so we are spending.
There is actually one thing I think I could call it a question. Bartosz Skowroński on the chat regarding the debates and posting them on the outside platforms. So he says that I think the original author should not change. If I post a debate on a public net and someone log into the tool and see a different author, someone will think that something is wrong. So what happens is that when we share a debate, right? Correct?
Yes.
The author of the debate will have a randomized nickname, or it will be the original author, or the platform is going to make the author anonymous, or just change the nickname on purpose, or how does that work?
So if you, for example, this debate, right?
Yes.
Anaconda. So if we back, let me just quickly change my screen. If we back to the
so if you share it, yeah.
I think it's that, yes. Yeah, so you can see that this is the same title and the same
and the author?
hashtags, but the author just changed, right? But this is a good, this is the one of the things that it's hard for me to sometimes decide, because it's we do our best to, let's say, predict all the scenarios, right, when we adding something in application. And this is one of the things that this is the question that you need to answer yourself, right, before you just add it. If the author who want to be anonymous, and we are giving you the tool to share that outside the Tor, then nickname should be secured because it's, let's say, part of your identity, or it should be visible because it's your bait. And
that's a good question. It basically depends from the idea of the platform, or I don't know what users want, what community want, because maybe I don't know actually. I think that might be too much to ask the devs to do, but maybe there should be an option if you'd like to share it anonymously. If
this
you
is
something, and if somebody wants to share it, if you'd like to have an more anonymous option or less anonymous option.
Yeah, so like you said, this is something that we just is the let's say
well, that's something new and original. I have never seen anything like that on any other platform, to be honest.
About the sharing our baits, or
sharing baits and randomizing your nickname depending on
if
you want to be
because
anonymous or not, right?
So this is why I just mentioned that sometimes we received a lot of comments from guys who are tagging the tag guys on our Telegram groups, that they are this is quite easy for you. You should do that in a little bit faster. But the some decisions that we made, like the Tornet, the whole thing that we want to make sure that you're anonymous and so on, just complicated few things sometimes, and this few things takes a little bit more, not hour, no two, but sometimes day or two, and this just expands all the things that we need to do, right? So this is why and this always you need to be ready for, because
I know it's not that easy.
Yes, it's quite hard because I am in the business analyst as well as the project. So my responsible is to to take the business requirements and change them with the dev team to the functionality, right?
Yeah.
And you have so much different groups of the stakeholders in these applications that it's hard to predict which solution is the best, because you have guys who don't want to use anything connected with normal websites or in the main net, right? The normal net.
Yeah.
You have guys who don't care about it. There you have more tech guys. You have less tech guys. You have the
Yes.
crypto guys, and you have only the stock guys, or so on and so on. The journalists like you, or so on. So it's sometimes it's hard to find
A perfect
the
solution.
middle
Sure.
way, the middle spot between everybody, to make sure that everybody just know how to, we just met all the requirements from everybody, right? So this
Yeah.
is the questions, like this. I am so happy that we have these meetings like that, the lives, our lives, because it's the questions to you as a community. If you say, Bartek, it's very important for me to be famous, and okay, go on. I mean,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
considered done. We can just change the
Yes.
logic and add it for you. If I heard that I want to sometimes be anonymous, sometimes I want to be famous,
Okay.
and say, okay,
Maybe
no worries.
you could add a switch to
Yeah.
accounts, that you choose your account to be like, I'm okay to be famous, and the other one switch down, I'm not okay with being famous. Randomize my nickname. Don't let my bait to be shared outside or whatever. And some other people or accounts, like two versions of an account where you can switch. That this one would be more. It's okay to be shared the baits, and the other one opposite, basically. I know it's a lot
Not
to ask,
exactly,
but
because this is the part of the functionality that we want to introduce after the coin release. Because maybe you remember from our first,
Mhm.
lives. I don't know, it's 3 months ago, more than that. Wow.
Oh wow,
So
okay.
time is running, right? But maybe you remember that we say that as the if user has better reputation, or maybe user has more coins than you,
Uh-huh.
this will allows you as a user to set your permissions to your account only for people who are on your level or up to be
Oh,
higher than
exactly.
you.
Yeah.
So if when we will introduce that change in the application, as well, adding the changes that you don't want to be anonymous, or you want to be famous on a big as BIO, it will be just a small change as well. But I say that we are working on that, and I think that after, right, with, I mean, together with this change, we will
All
introduce
right.
that switch that you
So
mentioned,
it's
right?
possible. Cool.
Yeah, but like I
Okay.
mentioned, maybe it is good to just say that, because I'm
Mhm.
quite interesting your opinions, community. But for example, if I'm an active and somebody will be the troll, and so you should be able to find my account. You will see my comments and so on. But if you click on me, and I will have some baits with the custom logic that, for example, it's this limitation that I don't want to trolls and people with the warnings to see this bait.
Yeah.
Then there will be information that you have too low, you don't have enough coins, or not enough good reputation to see this information. And I think it would be nice, because right now find this way that it will allow. Why we're thinking like that? Because somebody who is a hodler with big amount of coins sometimes don't want to be, let's say, harassed with everybody, right? Because it's quite public information how many coins you have. Um, so this is the function that will allows them to, let's say, secure themselves a little bit. But if this person will decided that if you are an honorable user with all the information that is useful, so on, then you can just get to the word of big whales of the hodlers, right? Because they will say, I want to speak only with somebody who is honorable users. Maybe he don't have has a lot of coins, but
Mhm.
still he giving a great information, so I can use
Legit
him.
content, sure.
Yeah. So this is why we are thinking like that way, and it will as well will be like, say, catalyze. It will be catalyze the community, because there will be always pressure that you want to be more a better ranked person, right? So it's quite funny that it's
Okay.
this is the game uh, game changer in the game, gamification aspect of this application that you want to be better, right?
Makes a lot of sense. Sure.
Okay, I can speak and speak, and maybe we have some questions on the chat.
That was one of the questions actually. So I was wondering, what are your plans for another incoming week or weeks? Because
Yeah,
well,
so
we have a pretty nasty weather right now in Poland, so you are guys not missing out so much outside, if I can say
what is
so.
the outside?
Yes. So on the other hand, we're all curious. What's the next steps right now? What's so much going on behind the scenes?
Yeah, so I can just give you a heads up. I think the next. So first of all, if you click on a hashtag right now, it's just finding the hashtag right now in the right. But we want to make sure that because I just realized that the hashtags is like a sub forum in our application, right?
Sure.
It means that maybe users want to have option to follow the hashtag. So next week we will introduce the view, but it's the hashtag view, where you can see all the baits with this hashtag, and you can click and follow this hashtag. It means that it will allows you to go to your followed page. There will be tab with the baits from users, but as well will be the tab saying about the and debates from your following hashtags. What it allows you? It allows you that to, for example, not you don't see all debates over here. You can just use the hashtags as a let's say it will be reduced the amount of information only to the markets on the hashtags and let's say tickers or maybe the exchange that you are looking for, and I think it will be useful thing. And second thing what that we want to introduce, and I see that it's going nice and fun for some of you, that I heard some suggestions that the reputation starts to be some quite important for some of our users. The most of them part they are asking about the function that we presented last week and so on, and we decided that there will be view next to the groups. It will called the rankings, where you can find who has the highest
Okay.
reputation, who this is the
Who's the
funny
boss,
thing.
basically?
Yeah, who is the boss, but I want to encouraging everybody to using the application. So there will be ranking who gave the most, sorry, the how many reactions do you gave to everybody, right? How many comments do you add or did you add, and so on and so on. And it will allows you to, let's say, show that you are the boss. And maybe in the future, in the near future, we are thinking to giving the people the badges with the
Okay.
some achieve. Yeah, so it will allows you, for example, to see if you, for example, I am the person who did, I don't know, 20 positive transaction with everybody. I will be, for example, the trustful buyer, for example, right? Or I added the comments. I will be, for example, active commentator or something like that. And it will be, I think that will be great part to to quickly just look on the page of account of somebody, right, and know who you're dealing with, right, without
Sure.
looking on
Yeah,
them.
you can
So
check the reputation. Yeah.
yeah, so this is what we are trying to do right now, and I think it will be a matter of time. Yeah.
That's so cool. Okay. If you have guys any more questions, I don't see any left, but it was so interesting to hear from you guys, and from the devs team, most importantly. So yeah, we have so much going on right now. As you can see, even though it's in the middle, it's in the middle of summer. Pitch deck coming right next in after the live, and just 2 users left to have another milestone of 1,500 active users on the BigShortBets platform. Let me refresh it just to see if it's okay. So just two more users, and
Come
yeah,
on,
guys,
guys, help us.
yeah, go in. If you go on the Twitter page, there is also a bunch of information, almost daily and weekly. Basically, you can join us for another next live stream. And here you will find the instruction on how to join in 3 easy steps, just 10 minutes on how to join the platform. And you'll be able to go on and see for yourself what's happening on the platform itself. And yeah, so that's be it. Okay, thank you, Bartek, for joining.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your hard work and, well, everything that's happening behind the scenes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Devs and Holders meeting, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much and take care.
Bye.